to mix the dough. For this, take 2 cups of all-purpose flour or maida. To this, add half teaspoon salt, 2 tablespoons oil. Add water gradually. Mix the dough well. And knead it for about 10 minutes till you get a nice smooth palatable dough. So I've kneaded for 10 minutes. Just add a few drops of oil. Rub the oil onto the dough. Close it and let it sit for about 30 minutes. The dough has been sitting for 30 minutes. Now I'm going to start rolling out the dough to make the samosa sheets. Divide the dough equally into small balls. Dust the rolling surface. Take a dough ball, flatten it and start rolling it out nice and thin. You can see how thin I have rolled it out. You can actually see my fingers. So it's nice and thin. Next I'm going to cook the samosa sheets. Heat a tawa. Keep the flame on low and heat it. Once the tawa is heated, place the samosa sheet. Cook on both sides just for 2 to 3 seconds. Remove it from the tawa and keep it aside. Don't overcook the samosa sheets because it can become very dry and it will be difficult to fold them and they might even break while making the samosas. So I'm going to roughly cut it to about 2.5 inches in width. So remove the ends. So I've just cut off all the edges and make sure that all the strips are of the same size. So I've cut everything to almost the same size for the samosas. So my samosa sheets are ready. So you can actually cut these into small pieces and make chips out of these. You can just deep fry them after you make the samosas. For the filling, I've taken 1 cup of finely chopped onions. Make sure you chop the onions nice and fine. 2 small green chilies finely chopped. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Next add all the spice powders, starting with 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder, 1/4 teaspoon cumin powder, 1/4 teaspoon chili powder, 1/4 teaspoon coriander powder. Just add a pinch of garam masala. Finally add 1/4 cup of poha. So I've added this thin poha. There are 2 varieties. Don't add the thicker one. Mix everything together. Adding poha absorbs the little moisture that the onions releases, so the filling doesn't become too soggy. Now I'm going to make a maida paste to seal the samosas. For this, take about 3 teaspoons of maida. Just add a little water. Make a thick paste. Now I'm going to start making the samosas. So you can follow the steps I'm showing you. So this is a nice easy way to make the samosas. Shape the samosa sheets into cones. Once you add the filling, seal the ends with the maida paste. Apply some maida paste on the flap and seal it completely. So now you've prepared the samosas. Next I'm going to deep fry the samosas. For this, take a kadai. Pour enough oil for deep frying. Heat the oil on low flame. Once the oil is heated, gently drop the prepared samosas. Deep fry them till you get a nice golden brown color. Make sure to maintain the flame on medium-low throughout the deep frying process. The samosas are nice and crispy and they've turned to a nice golden brown color. Remove them from the oil and serve them hot. For the vegetable cutlet mixture, first I've boiled 5 potatoes. Remove the skin, add it to the bowl. 1 cup boiled peas, 1 medium-sized carrot, grated, 1 medium-sized capsicum finely chopped, 1 cup of cooked cauliflowers, they're cut into nice small pieces, 1 large onion finely chopped, 2 green chilies finely chopped, a piece of ginger finely chopped, a few coriander leaves finely chopped, the juice of 1 lemon. Now I'm going to add all the spice powders, starting with 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder, 1 teaspoon salt, 1 teaspoon red chili powder, 1/2 teaspoon garam masala powder, 1/2 teaspoon cumin powder. Mix everything together. The best way to mix it is using your hands. So start mixing it. So I've added the vegetables I wanted to take for the cutlet. You can add any vegetables of your choice. Now I'm going to add a few small cashew nut bits. This is optional. Next I'm also going to add 1/4 cup of breadcrumbs, just for it to absorb if there's any moisture and to give it a nice binding consistency. Now mix everything together. I've made a video on how to make homemade breadcrumbs. I'll give the link in the description so you can see that and make your own breadcrumbs at home. Take a little bit of the cutlet mixture. Gently press it. You can make these nice round patties. You can shape it to whichever size and shape you want. I'm just going to make a corn flour slurry to dip the cutlets. Take 1 teaspoon of corn flour, add a little water. Just mix it till the corn flour is completely dissolved. After coating the cutlets with breadcrumbs, keep it in the refrigerator for about 10 minutes before deep frying. Take a kadai, pour enough oil for deep frying. You can also shallow fry them if you like, but I'm going to deep fry them. Once the oil is hot, maintain the flame on a medium. Gently drop the cutlets into the hot oil. Deep fry them till you get a lovely golden brown color. Wow, you can see the cutlets have got a lovely golden brown color to it. Remove them from the oil and keep it aside.